It's kind of funny the last 3 days, this being the third day, I've been doing reviews for VEDIO every day. But this is day 22. I've been using this jacket vest thing quite a lot lately. Forgive me for that. But this is day 22 of VEDIO every day in October. And this is a movie review of my all-time favorite movie. Teased you there. It's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, made back in the 1970s. Guys, I am a fan, and have always been a fan, of Gene Wilder. Whether it was Young Frankenstein, or Blazing Saddles, or Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, or See No Evil, Hear No Evil, Speak No Evil, or whatever the movie was, Gene Wilder was a big thing, and I'm always a fan. His work in this movie was simply exceptional. And for those that do not know what the movie's about, sit down, buckle up, because here we go. The movie takes place, I believe, somewhere in Europe. Somewhere around England, I think. And there's an owner of a chocolate factory. It's Wonka himself. He is making chocolates at a rapid pace. He has a competitor, though, Slugworth. And Willy Wonka all of a sudden decides to have a contest. He holds 5 golden tickets inside 5 Wonka bars. The 5 kids who can find them win a trip to his chocolate factory. Now, here's a plot twist. There's one thing that Wonka is making. There's one thing he's making that Slugworth wants. It's called an everlasting gobstopper, and they actually do exist as a candy, but they're not actually everlasting. Now, each of the kids, we're talking about Augustus, who was the first one to find it, Violet Beauregard, who finds one, Veruca Salt, who's third, the fourth one being Mike TV, and the fifth one being Charlie himself. We're told by Slugworth, supposedly, that if you give him a gobstopper, he will help with everything. He'll, make you rich. He'll put Wonka out of business. He'll make himself rich. And Veruca, of course, being a millionaire with her father being in the peanut business. Anyway. The 5th golden ticket was supposedly found by a man in Brazil who actually ended up faking the ticket. Charlie finds it in the Wonka bar. He runs home, and everything happens. The day of the tour, which I found out was completely ad-libbed by Willie himself, by Gene Wilder himself, he comes out with a cane, thinking this guy's crippled, he's disabled, whatever. Turns out this was actually, and this is still ad-libbed, turns out that was what Gene wanted to have happen, or so we thought. And in the end, he does a somersault into a stand, and everyone in the crowd goes wild. Big tip. Since it was ad-libbed, the producer originally did not want to add it to the movie. Gene said, I'm not going to work in the movie. The producer changed their mind. Gene Wilder was in the movie. Which, by the way, I thought that was one of the coolest parts of the movie, too, just to let you know. In the end, you find 5 kids. They all sign the contract, which Veruca's father, who's a car salesman, by the way, in the movie, says, I know about contracts. She's not saying anything. She can't go in. All that good stuff. They get inside the big room. The biggest room where everything is edible. Oh my God. Oh my. Mind blown. It is all insane. It just, that's where I want to be. I'm a fat guy. I don't care. That's where I want to be. I don't care. I can get diabetes. I don't care. Yeah. Diabetes. Anyway. The first one we lose was Augustus because he obviously ends up going into the Chocolate River, which was not supposed to be done. Stupid him. His weight also, but he turns into the first one to leave because of stupidity. And the Oompa Loompas come out, sing their song. Amazing. I know I skipped one song in particular, but I'm saving that for the end. It's my favorite one. They go into another room, which turns out to be the demise of Violet because of a piece of gum, which Wonka insists she does not eat. She does anyway. She turns into a blueberry. She turned into a damn blueberry. Blueberry. Anyway. So that's 2 down out of 5, so we're now down to 3. Veruca's the next one to go because of the Egdicator. But before we get to talk about that, let me explain. There's a part before that with fizzy lifting drinks. Charlie and his grandpa try it. So Charlie and Grandpa Joe don't feel anything at first. Then they do. They get awfully close to the ceiling, and they get awfully close to the ceiling, and the only way to get down is to burp. Burp like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know either. But anyway, I believe that was actually in the book. It was in the book. My brother read that for a book report one day. For summer reading, I should say. I think that was last year. I believe it was his last book he read for summer reading before he graduated high school was Willy Wonka. So, in the end, they go back to the room where they're all in, which is the geese that lay the golden eggs. Veruca wants one, she can't have one, she sings her song. She ends up going down the Egdicator because she was a bad egg. Her father then joins her, and the best lines of the movie were from this part. Especially the line where he mentions candy's dandy but liquor's quicker. Thank you, Gene Wilder, for that message, because that was awesome. My other favorite comment in that one is, well, Mr. Salt finally got what he wanted. What's that, Grandpa? Veruca went first. Best joke ever. Finally got what he wanted. Veruca went first. Yeah. That Just a great line. Great line. Mike TV Lee goes because he shrunk via Wonka Vision. That was weird. That was just his Charlie. So Charlie wins. He wins a lifetime supply of chocolate. Or so we thought. He apparently broke the rules, which is my favorite line. Let me pull that up. It is a great line in movies that I thought, and with this being my all-time favorite movie, that last part, where he's like, you're a cheat and a swindler. I'll pull the line up. Ending. This is before the Wonka Vader. Oh, why an ad? I hate ads. YouTube puts too many ads up, guys. Tell them how much you hate ads. Let them know. Alright, so here's what it is. Listen very carefully. And this is the image with the YouTube, by the way. Best line, best part ever is this part.
Mr. Wonka, I am extraordinarily busy, sir. I just wanted to ask about the chocolate. the lifetime supply of chocolate for Charlie. When does he get it?
He doesn't.
Why not?
Because he broke the rules.
What rules? We didn't see any rules, did we, Charlie?
Wrong, sir. Wrong. Under Section 37B of the contract signed by him, it states quite clearly that all offers shall become null and void if, and you can read it for yourself in this photostatic copy, I, the undersigned, shall forfeit all rights, privileges, and licenses herein and herein contained, etc., etc. Fax mentis incendium gloria culpum, etc., etc. Memo bis pura delicatum.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. You bumped into the cylinder which now has to be washed and sterilized, so you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
You're a crook. You're a cheat and a swindler. That's what you are. How can you do a thing like this? Build up a little boy's hopes and then smash all his dreams to pieces. You're an inhuman monster!
I said good day!
This is the best part.
Come on, Charlie. Let's get out of here.
One of the actual...
I'll get even with him if it's the last thing I ever do. Slugworth wants a gobstopper, he'll get one.
Now, at this point in time, Charlie gives the gobstopper back to Willie, and Gene Wilder's response is, so shines a good deed in a weary world. And that, of course, is the part where he goes into the Great Glass Elevator, or Wonka Vader. And, actually, I think he's about to say it.
So shines a good deed in a weary world.
That's my favorite line.
Charlie.
One of my favorite lines from that one.
You lose!
Anyway, that's actually the last part. The "you lose" part was not actually there. He actually turns around and says, "You've won. You did it." Turns out the person that was Slugworth actually wasn't really Slugworth, by the way. It was actually Mr. Wilkinson, his associate. He was pretending to be Charlie Slugworth, but he wasn't really Slugworth. The entire thing leads up to where Charlie actually gets the factory. And the song I want to point out, which is in the movie, is in the beginning, is Pure Imagination. I've done this song at karaoke before. And I love this song so much. It's just so big in retrospect when it comes to the movie. By the way, I do not own or license anything from this movie. I just had to play that line because it was the best line. Quite at the end. But Pure Imagination was my favorite song. It was the sweetest one. It was actually really nice. A lot of the work they did, a lot of the music they have in that movie was actually really good. When they did the Oompa Loompa song was great. The I've Got a Golden Ticket. The one where I believe it's called Cheer Up Charlie. Because Charlie was feeling down and depressed, nothing ever happens good to him, and all that stuff. The entire musical score was perfect. It was really, really perfect. I loved it. And I'm glad that they did it that way. Gene Wilder, he is severely missed. He really is. There's no one that can do what he did. No one at all can do the stuff he did. And it sucks because we lost him. It really does. But that's my favorite movie of all time, guys. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Question of the day for you guys is, what's your favorite movie? And if you've seen this movie, what's your favorite part? What do you think about it? If you've seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory before, the Gene Wilder, not Johnny Depp, Gene Wilder, what do you think of it? It's my personal favorite. I don't know what you think, but I want to know. Alright? Guys, sorry, I keep coughing. I've been coughing like this all week. Sorry about that. You guys know what I'm going to say now. It never gets old. Never does. Comment section, leave it, subscribe, like the video, share this. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for day 23. It is a Sunday, so you probably know what you're going to get. I don't know. Hopefully I will see you guys, though. And like Drew Carey always says, please can help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered. Also help control the YouTube population. If you see any trolls, hit them in the nuts, clip their balls off. It's all good. And again, I do not own any licensing rights to Willy Wonka. That line, like I said, though, had to be played. I will see you guys next time. Domo arigato mas. Sorry, domo arigato mas. I almost said domo origato. What the hell am I talking about? Domo arigato mas, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.